What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all absolutely fantastic, and today, as usual, we're gonna continue the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's gonna be the 18th part of the third book, so let's get started. The original unity of speech and knowledge and its destruction. I contend that this method of thought and expression, this power of speaking, is what the Greeks of old called wisdom. This is what produced people like Lycurgus, Pittacus, and Solon, and from something analogous to it came Romans like Coruncanius, Fabricius, Cato, and Scipio. Although the latter were perhaps not as learned, they were driven by a similar mentality and disposition. Others, who had the same intelligence but a different attitude toward the goals of life, choose an existence of peace and leisure, such as Pythagoras, Democritus, and Anaxagoras. They transferred their attention entirely from the government of communities to the study of the universe, because of the tranquility this brought with it, and because of the attractiveness of pure knowledge, which is more pleasant for a human being than anything else. More people took delight in this style of life than was beneficial for the states in which they lived. It was precisely the most gifted people who devoted themselves to this pursuit. Thus, on account of their unlimited supply of unoccupied free time, these very learned people, richly gifted as they were with too much leisure and extremely fertile intellects, came to think that many more things were worthy of their care and their devoted investigations than was really necessary. For the old from the learning seems to have taught both right actions and good speech. For the old from the old form of learning seems to have taught both right actions and good speech. Nor were the teachers separated from each other, but the same people gave instructions for living and for speaking, such as Phoenix in Homer, who says that Achilles' father, Peleus, had assigned him to the young Achilles to accompany him to the war in order to make him a speaker of words and a doer of deeds. But when people who are used to uninterrupted daily labor are prevented from work because of the weather, they often turn to ball games and dicing, or even think up some new game for themselves during their leisure time. Something similar happened to the people I mentioned, being either shut out from the affairs of state, just as from work, by some stormy circumstances of the time, or having taken time off from these or their own accord, they transferred their attention entirely, some to the poets, some to mathematicians, some to music, and others, such as the dialecticians, even produced a new game for themselves to pursue. And in these arts, which were devised to educate children's minds in humane culture and virtue, they spent all of their time, yes, their whole lives. Alright, guys, so thank you for joining me today on these reading sessions. See you tomorrow, the next one. Thank you. Bye.